Hey everybody, sorry about that. I was talking, and I was wondering why isn't my voice? Hey, I was wondering why my voice wasn't coming through. I forgot to turn my headset on. Yep, blonde moment, I guess. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. Senior moment. That's what we could say. Because I am probably much older, probably close to twice as old as a lot of people who would watch this. But anyway, oh, hold on. I was just listening. Here we go. Then you can see, come down to music and shut that off. Okay. Sorry about that. It's been a very busy week. Like I was saying, well, I was saying a bunch of personal stuff. It really doesn't matter. I just had a busy week and I was working. I did get some enchantments up in the trading hall. So that was good and productive. Um, did not get looting like I was. I've been three main ones that I've been looking for: looting, looting three at 11 emeralds, unbreaking three at 11 emeralds, and respiration three at 11 emeralds. And didn't get any of those this week, but oh well. It happens. It happens. I did get luck of the C3 for 11 emeralds, so that's good. Anyway, um, like I was saying last week, we're gonna go and well, what I started off the week doing Tuesday. I think Tuesday is when I did this, um, and I was surprised that I was able to do it all in one day. Um, but I've got all the stuff together for the next 2 weeks. So for the mob farm this week and the drown farm next week. Mob farm, that'll give us the big thing that'll give us. That gives us um, zombies, creepers, and skeletons and spiders, and all their associated drops. Gunpowder was the big one I was looking for that one. I may do a completely dedicated creeper farm later on, but right now we've got the mob farm. We can get plenty of stuff. Oh, did I say looting three? Looting three, I definitely want. That'll give us more of the drops. Um, anyway, um, to start off, I want to look at what did I have. I wrote down. Um, I wrote down what we were gonna need, what I was gonna need for each one of them. Yes, I guess that did work. So I'm gonna put this together. Um, we want 4 rows of blocks, structural blocks, and that can be any solid structural block. I would say stay away from the glass blocks, but any planks, any logs, any stone, whatever. I'm going to use stone brick. I've said it a bunch of times. I just like the look of it. I'm going to go over here since I've got a boat with chest, and in that chest, I'm going to put 3 rows of the stone. 3 rows of the stone. No big deal. Now, then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to need trapdoors. Now, I rounded this up. I wanted to get extras of what I was getting. Um, let me see. You should only need 2 stacks, but I'm going to take 3 just in case of trapdoors. Um, you're not going to need all 3 stacks, but 3 stacks of ladders is what I'm going to do. I did those. Now, like I said, I rounded up. You only need a couple of chests, but I'm going to take a whole stack. You're only going to need 4 hoppers, but I'm going to take a full stack. Um, You're only going to need 4 glass blocks, but I'm going to take the whole stack. The slabs, I'll probably come back to this, but we're only going to need 4 to start out with. So I'm only taking 1 stack of those. Torches, I've got a whole stack made, but I think the instructions for it only needed 1. I'm going to do modifications after these are both built. I'm going to add stuff in, and I'll describe that. Also, you're going to need 2 water buckets and some dirt, and I'll take a shovel just to pick up that dirt. Now I'm going to hop into here. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my shovel and my dirt right there. I'm going to hop in my boat. Now, where I have decided that I'm going to go is out to 250, negative 250. Now, what you want is you want a place that's from what I've looked, and I did get this design from JC Plays. Hey JC, if you watch my stream, if you're out there here, I'm giving you props. I hope it's okay that I'm using this. I'm showing this stuff off that works. No, I have not tested this out, but it isn't that old, and it says, I think it was from 26.1, and we're at 26. I just had an update this morning when I got on. It said hold on. Sorry, some sort of insect flew in the window. It was crawling on my hand. You know what? Lost my daylight here, so since we're close on the since we're close to the base, I'm gonna go and sleep and get it to daylight time again. But anyways, I did get this from, like I said, I got the design from JC Plays. It's not that old. I think it's only a few months old, the video of it. I went and wrote down the directions, so hopefully I get everything good. Pretty basic. It gets you all the drops, which I'll go over that once I get this finished. We'll go to sleep real quick, sleeping through the night, and wake up. Now, what you want to be is you want to be 130 blocks, at least 130 blocks away from land. Because, and I looked that up, I was like, why 130? Well, when you've got your simulation distance turned up, and I was looking it up, it's if it's less than 8 chunks, turning that, you know what, I want to see something. Real quick, what's this? I think this is under 100. Looking at the Y value here. Yep. So if I go out to 250 and that one over there, well, it's set the base comes out or comes on this side goes to um, positive 32. This land is, well, it's less than 100. So if I go out to negative 250, positive 250, then I should be far enough away. If you're under 8, your simulation distance, it spawns enemies 24 to 44 blocks away from you. Enemies never generate in, I think it said closer than 20 blocks. Oh, need to go back. No, I came over here before. Okay, I'm going to find out negative 250, positive 250 is back here. Right here. So now if I hold down the trigger, and when I come down here, I get close enough to the ground. There we go. Then I bring it all the way up here. Then since I'm gonna make a little platform here, I'm gonna put a block there. Now I'm gonna select my shovel. And I'm gonna bring that in. Now, I'm just gonna come all the way down. I'm gonna collect these up because I don't want a column of dirt sitting going down to the bottom of my ocean. Oh. Now I'm going to come back out, come to the surface, and there we go. Now I'm just going to collect all of my dirt blocks back up, and I should have full stack. Full stack of dirt blocks. Now, since I can see my base from here, kind of like Sarah Palin, I can see Alaska from my house. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the entrance. The entrance is going to be I'm going to have the entrance go up from here. So now we want to go 130 blocks up. If your simulation distance is 8 or higher than the sphere around you that enemies can spawn in is 128. So 130 means that from wherever I am, enemies will not spawn um, out to 128 blocks, but if it's empty, that means outside of 128 blocks they won't spawn. So that means if I'm here, then I can have mobs spawning down in the ocean, because that was only about 30 blocks down, something like that. Let's see if I come down here, come back down here. 38. 38 to 65 is, or 38 to 63 is 25 blocks. So that's only 25 blocks away. If I'm standing here and I make my mob farm here, then I can have enemies spawning on the bottom of the ocean, and that takes away from the enemies that can spawn in here. So I want to go up 130 blocks, which means I want to go up to where I'm standing, it's 193, because 130 or 63 plus 130 is 193. So I want to jump up here, and I just want to go up until 193. Now I will make modifications to this over the days and months to come. But like one thing I'm gonna make is an item sorter underneath where I'm killing the mobs. I'll make that afterwards. I'm out of that block, so come up here. $193. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there I'm 130 blocks up. Now, that's even higher than where my base is. You can see I've you can see where I've got floors and stuff like that. That's kind of cool. Now, what I want to do, now if I look down, I can't even see my boat anymore. I know my boat is on that side, so I'm going to jump down on this side. Since I'm jumping into water, I don't have to worry. I'm not going to jump on this side because I've got one block out. You can kind of see that down there. One block out. So I'm going to jump on this side so I don't hit that block. So, stand up, come out. And there we go. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my boat over here. Now, I want to bring ladders there and start myself up there and going up. I'm just looking up and I'm holding my R2 button and I'm holding the joystick up. And then once I get up top, I go on there, but I want to I started going down the ladder, but then I hit the L3 button and I'm staying right here. Right now, I've got my hands up and my controller's sitting on my leg, I can just sit there. I'm going to bring down some more ladders, and I'm going to keep going up. I don't know why this keeps... I think it's because I'm crouched while I'm on the ladder, so I'm gonna uncrouch. There we go. One more. There we go. Now, one modification, the design just leaves it like this. One modification I'm going to do is I'm going to enclose this probably in glass. And then probably 10 blocks down, 11 blocks down, I will make, let's see, I'm at 193, maybe at 180. I will make a floor for my sorting system, so one floor below. 180, 175, something like that. But now, get my directions here. 130 blocks from land, column from the ocean bottom. I did that in dirt. I already brought that up. Went up 130 blocks. Then I put ladders down. Now you want to make a 4x6 platform. Now over time, I'll probably make this platform bigger. But now what I want to do is, let's see, I'm going to go out 2 this way. Now you can do this 4 any way you want. You could go 3 out this way if you want. I'm going to go, you know what? I'll go 3 out, because then that leaves me able to come out 3 on this side if I want. No, you know what? I'll do 1 here. And one thing I did forget is a pickaxe, so I'm gonna just go down the ladder. And as long as I stay on the ladder, and I don't fall, I'm fine. Yes, it takes a long time to get down 130 blocks, but now since I did this, I'm gonna bring down 2 more stacks. I'm done with the shovel in the dirt. I'm gonna get back in the boat. Go get a pickaxe. Thankfully, I'm close to the base. Let me see how that looks. Yeah. This is going to be big up in the air. Like I said, I haven't built one of these. I haven't built one of these. I've built mob farms before. If you remember, if you were watching with the old realm, I built a pretty big mob farm. It was so big it cast a shadow on part of our home area. Actually, two bases ago, I believe. The last base I didn't have a mob farm. But 2 bases ago I did. And that was pretty cool. Wait. Nothing in that. Okay. Well, this as I said before, this is a pretty good candidate. I may yeah, I'll have to I'll have to keep this in mind. I may fill that in over time. Because I think if I remember it, I followed it one time and it comes out. Yeah. Comes in here. And it comes right up there. So I may fill that all in with dirt or sand or something. But this is a pretty good candidate for my turtle scoop farm, my turtle farm. When I have that. But let's come over here. Actually, take that one. That one's less used. This is why I kind of oh. Get back in. There you go. The first time I've been able to save a dolphin that was following me. Alright, now let's go and do some more of this. Well, I gotta pull up that one block. And yes, something else that I may do is the bottom here. I'll probably make a bigger landing platform, possibly like a little fishing hut or something under here. Have that ladder come out the top. Oh, whoa. Okay, we'll have to come down to the boat to pick up more supplies in a little bit. But, and yes, having to stay on here, and if I come off toward here, I fall right back in the water. That's why I want to enclose this in glass. And that too, I don't want to. As long as I keep those crosshairs as close or between the two rails as possible, then we're fine. Now, I could have gone up higher, but I was following the directions for this. I'm following the directions as much as possible for this. Now, I will come down here to Did I get it? I must have gotten it. Must have gotten it. Alright. Now, we're gonna come on. We're going to continue building this now. Now, we're going to have two more we're going to have to come down for, possibly. So, came up 130. We're 130 from the closest land. We're going up in the air 130, which is beyond spawning radius from the ground. Now, I'm going to get my stone bricks again. And I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a total of 6. So I'm looking at the long ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want this 6 long. Then I want to take and fill in this rectangle. Don't worry about the clouds. They don't mess anything up except for being able to see. Then I'm going to come back here and from the ladder, 1, 2, that second one, so at the third row, I want you to put down 2 chests. 1, 2. Now you're done with the chests. I'm going to bring that back up here. Now get the hoppers, and while you're still crouched, and I'm crouched just so I don't fall inadvertently, you want to look at the back of the chests, and at the back of each side, put 2 hoppers. Behind those, still crouching, looking back into those, put 2 more hoppers. Then come back up here, even with this hopper. Pick up that block. And this block. The corner blocks. I picked up that one. Now, I got 45. I'm going to fall down again this side. There's that block that I was looking for before. So it probably went all the way down to the bottom. There's that block that I was looking at, the block that fell. There we go. Now, go back up. Hopefully that's the last time we'll have to fall down and go back up. Back up. Actually, no, we've got one more thing that we're gonna have to fill in that, or that we're gonna have to make. But at least we've got this platform up here, which will make life a whole lot easier. Now, I'm crouched so I don't fall off the edge by mistake. Since I've got that out, I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Now, since I was 4, I can't look back. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to crouch. I'm going to come up 1, 2, 1, 2, come over here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then I can come up 2 more. And on those three sides, the three sides that aren't the chest, then what I can do, I can just drop down onto the chest. I'm going to crouch again. I'm going to bring my slabs. I'm going to put another stack up here, and I'm going to get my glass. Now what I'm going to do first is at the top here, I'm going to put that block temporarily, because I'm going to put glass, come down here, glass, and glass, glass across the front. Then I'm going to go to my slabs, and I'm going to put slabs on top of each of the hoppers. Now I've got that little slit right there. That'll help me to kill everything. Everything's going to fall down a chute that I'm going to make here. That's going to come down. They're going to drop, and most of their health is going to go away. So it's going to, it's not going to kill them. But then I can look in here and I can kill them, and all their drops will be collected in the hoppers and go into this chest. So then once I'm done with that, I can just collect it. Now I am done with most everything. I'm going to come back down the ladder all the way down to the boat, and I'm going to drop off a bunch of stuff. I'm going to crouch. I'm going to open this up. Now, what I want to do, I want to clear that off. Now, we're done with the ladders. We're done with the chests. We're done with the hoppers. We're done with the glass. We're done with the slabs. You know what? Come back down here. We can be done with the torches too. For now, like I said, I'm gonna make this according to the directions, and then over time, over in the coming weeks, months, whatever, I'm gonna make my own modifications to make life a little bit easier when working on this. Take your torches out. The directions say put one torch in that corner. And that's all the torches. Now let's go back into here. And that's what your Minecraft character looks like when going down a ladder. Now I'm going to crouch, open that up again, then I can put my torches in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the rest of my inventory with blocks, which most everything, which I'll be able to get the rest in a little bit. Well, Yeah, in a little bit. Oh, you know what? Come back down here because I want to put one of these blocks back and get my dirt. Put one of these stacks back because I want to make myself some nice little stairs to get up and not have to waste stone brick blocks. So I'm going to crouch, open that up. I'm going to send that back and get my dirt. And then I don't have to be crouched to go back up. I was crouched before, that's why if you're crouched on a ladder, you just stay where you are. You can go up, but you can't go down unless you uncrouch. Another way to do this would be, I know there are bubble column elevators, or when we get Elytra, I can fly. I'm going to make this platform a bunch bigger. I can fly up here, but we'll figure out some other way. But for right now, what I want to do, I want to put a block there next to the bottom level of glass, and then I want to take the next one down 2 blocks. Whoa, come away from it. I wasn't crouched. That's why I fell. Take some quick thinking. Yeah, you think this platform here is small? The one next week for the drowned farm is even smaller. But very, very similar idea. Then I can either put one right there or put one right there. Notice when I got up here, I crouched. This way I can go to the edge and I'm not going to fall. Even next to the ladder, I'm not going to go down the ladder. So the next to the edge, it's going to stop. I'll put the one there. Then I want to come up here, come up here, come up here, come up here. Now I'm at 197. I want to go up 19 blocks. 19. We'll make sure. 4x6 platform, chest 2 away from the ladder. Hoppers in back, slabs on hoppers, remove corners. 19 up. So I want to go up. I'm at 197 for my Y coordinate. I want to go up 19. I want to make 19 high stacks all the way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and then do 3 there. So now, since I'm at 197, 197 plus 19 is 216. So I want to go up until, I'm going to go up by 3s until I'm at 216. So I'm just going to go up 3 at a time and go all the way around. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 and do it again. And something I may do, I'm just going to look into it. I may think about going up, filling in these empty corners. I may think about that. And then go up 3. Then one, 2, 3. Then go up 3 more. Now, I could do this. I could have done this in creative and then switch the world to creative, and then I'd lose all achievements. One of these days, I will show you that this entire time I have had this world on survival, and I've still got achievements available. We'll do that once I'll look at the achievements and see what I can do to prove that to you. Not this week, probably 2 weeks from now, which actually 2 weeks from now, I think, is the 4th of July. Then, since I've just got to go up to 216, I can just go up 1 and put 1 on each of these. Then, just the opposite, we took out the corners down below, fill in all 4 corners here. Then we want to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and fill this in. And then you want to repeat that process in all 4 directions here. So then over here, I want to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come over here. And notice I'm staying crouched so I don't go over the edge. Straight across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll come out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, just to make this shape, I'm going to come over 3. And then come back 7. Now this one here, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that should connect with 2 and fill it in. And then I want to do the same thing. Well, I'll fill this in while I'm here. And then here, I want to line up with that side. Come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then fill this in. So then you should have this cross thing here. Now, on the edge, and yes, even these corners, I want you to put a 1 high wall. Actually, let's make it 2 high wall. All the way around. Six, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Then these corners, fill them in. Each one is going to take a stack of blocks, but fill them all in. Fill this all in. And what this will do, this will set up and make the next step a whole lot easier. And do the same thing for the other 3. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to stay crouched just because you never know. You get scared. My nose keeps itching. I'm not sure why that is. Must be something in the air. I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. And then come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm connected. Then come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I should be lined up with that. Come over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then all 3 of these filament. Should be 7 blocks each row. And then when we get this done, we're probably close. I'm going to say we're close to halfway done. Although, you know what I just thought of? I put... Yep. We're going to need 4 more torches according to the directions. But over time, I'm going to do something else to eliminate those 4 torches. So, I've got to fix. I've got to fix. Fill that in, and fill this in, and then 1 more. Oh, I'm glad I've still got the pickaxe. Can pick that right back up. Pick that up. Now, oh, moon's coming up. So then, what you want to do, you want to make an infinite water source. So build 2 blocks here, and then on each side put 2 blocks. And then on the back, put 2 blocks. I've still got my water buckets. Now, in opposite corners, I want to put a bucket of water. So I want to put a bucket of water there and a bucket of water there. Now, if the sun was out, you'd be able to see that this is an infinite water source. If I pick up a bucket there, it refills. If I pick up a bucket here, it refills. Now, so I refilled my 2 buckets. Now come back over here. At the end of each of these, you've got 2 blocks. Next to each one of those blocks, put a water bucket. The water should, since we came out, we had a lip of 1, we came out 8, we filled in that side, so it should come right to the edge there. Whatever you do, do not fall down this hole. That is almost certain death. Plus, it's blocked off. So, then we'll come back here. We'll refill 2 water buckets. And what I'll do is I'll go the furthest away. And I'll put a water bucket there. And then I'll look at that one. Put a water bucket. And it should come right to the edge. Now, I can jump across those. Let's pull a water bucket from there. And a water bucket from there. You don't have to crouch, but and then I'll put 1. I can look at the side of that block, and then look at the face of this block. And then I can pick up 1 from there, and 1 from there. And I'll fill in this one. And before I do anything else, I'll refill my water buckets so that I've got 2 water buckets. Just, whoa. Oh, it dumped it in because I didn't switch. Just so I've got 2 full water buckets. And then what I'll do, since I don't need water buckets anymore, I'll throw 1 in there. And then, see, it's going to go down to the edge and fall over the edge. And then it's going to go down there. It'll get picked up by the hoppers and put in that chest. So I'll have 2 more water buckets when I get down there. Then I can go here. And it falls right down. Now, this is where I'm going to take one stack of my trapdoors, and I'm going to look at one side, and I'm going to put them 1 on each block all the way up the side. Then I'm going to come down this side. And I'm going to leave them like that just so I know I did this. Then I can look at this side. And then come over to this side. You're going to want to look at the top part of the side of the block. If you look at the bottom, it's going to place it on the bottom, and then you've got a problem. So you want to look at the close to the top corner there. And just place them so they're up. And I'll explain this tactic. This is a tactic that's used in a lot of different things, and you could use it in your base to prevent mobs from overrunning your base if you don't have something um, built in a way that blocks spawning. Like my base, I put the carpets down because mobs don't spawn on carpets. And also, if they come in from outside, that bottom level, a lot of different mobs have trouble pathfinding over multiple carpets. I think it's 3 or more. Now, what you want to do is with an empty inventory spot, hotbar spot, flip the trapdoors down. All of these, everyone that you just put, you could have placed it and then flipped it down immediately. But I just did this just so that I know I placed them all. Now, what it is when it's flipped down like this, these 4 platforms that I put down here are spawning platforms for mobs. And when mobs are walking around, they see a trap door as a full block. So they'll start wandering over this, and then they'll fall down into the water. This being too high, they can't get out. The water channels them to the center place, which goes down to the killing chamber down below. That's another reason why I said don't fall in here, because it'll push you down, and that's almost certain death. And then flip this down. Yeah, that's very dark, isn't it? I'm sorry about that. But then before we start building up, I want to get rid of this. So what I'm going to do, since I already got my buckets filled up, and it's no big deal. You know, what? Fill this in. And then since you can break dirt with your hands, pick up all these dirt blocks. And you fill it in so you don't have the water anymore, and the water doesn't get everywhere. Oh, I'm looking at that. I'm like, I didn't realize there were so many islands. Those aren't islands that I'm looking at. Those are clouds. And I was wondering, why is there sand here? I don't remember there being sand this close to this. It's not sand. Now, what I want to do here, I want to come out to the corner, and I want to build a 3-high wall on the outside around the whole thing. So I'm going to come up 3 and just go around the entire thing. And then I'm going to have to take a short little break once I get this done. come up this side, and that should be the end. Okay, and then I will be right back since you know what? I'm going to pause this because I don't know what'll happen if I leave it unpaused. So I'm going to pause it and I will be right back. Okay, so we finished our 3 high wall. Now, you want to repeat that same thing that we just did. Make the 4 spawning platforms right above where you did before. So I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then do the same thing over here. Come out right above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. Okay, how am I going to do this? Okay, I'm going to crouch. I'm going to collect that. Now, since I've got a bunch of dirt blocks, I'm going to come up here, and then I can come up here, and then I can destroy the dirt, or do the dirt. It's going to fall down there, and it's going to go down there, and then it's going to get collected by the chest. So that's why you got to be very careful with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Connects that, and then while I'm going back here, I'll just fill it, because you're going to fill all these in. And then I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to come over here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's come over here. Above the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn and go 7. Then you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna fill all these in. I'll actually start halfway across. Then we'll fill on this side, and yes, I'm moving slow because I'm crouched. Just fill them in, whatever way works for you. Just gotta fill in the spawning platforms. Here, halfway done with this section already. Sorry, it looked like there was a block off the side. It's like, that's weird, so I had to check it out. These clouds, you don't spend a lot of time above the clouds like this. Then, yeah, I don't know if I've got enough blocks. I hope I do. Now, here, you're going to want to do the same thing with trapdoors here. Look at the top part of the block, right under the corner, place top trapdoors. all the way down. Now, it doesn't matter in what order you do this, as long as you get all trapdoors. And then when we get done, we're going to flip them down. Now, like I said before, you could flip them down as you go through. Be careful as you're uncrouched that you don't go over the side. Now, like I said, you could flip them like that. If notice how my L2, my place button, says place. So you're going to have to do this part uncrouched if you're going to want to flip it down as you place them. And then be careful going across this little sliver on the edge. This actually, doing this second level actually, oh, I'll have to pick that one up. Actually doubles the spawning area from just the one level there. When I'm done, I can flip those down without worrying. I can be crouched. Okay, now once again, we'll move those up. Once again, 3 high wall around the outside. One, two, three. Come around this way. Then I'm going to bring all these down. And then on the top level there, fill in the whole thing, fill in the whole roof. Now this should, if I'm thinking right, this should take just over 5 stacks of blocks. So however long it takes to put down 5 stacks of blocks. Just make sure if you're doing this the way I am, at the beginning, just make sure you don't hit the edge, otherwise you'll start making a bridge to nowhere. And then you'll have to go back through with the pickaxe and tear that down. Otherwise, mobs will start spawning on top of it. Whoa, like I almost did. Oh. Just filling this in. This is the roof. Now, I was having to do some thinking. How do you keep mobs from spawning on the roof? Well, now first of all, I could line it with carpets, which would be just easy enough because I've got a ton of wool in the wool farm. But then then you'd have to, if there's ever a lightning storm, you'd have to come and check and make sure and replace any burned carpets. So that would be a little bit of a strain. You could put bottom slabs on the top, which is what I'll do at a coming time to help what was I going to say? Uh, just to make things a little bit more efficient. But what I'm going to do for now, what the instructions were saying, is put torches down. But I left my torches down in the boat. So what I'll do, I've got a fix for that. We can do that real quick. I can do that really quickly. So we'll finish up this roof, and then I've got a little bit of a fix, which I'm sure a lot of people would say, that's kind of dumb, but, well, you got to think and solve problems with Minecraft. And that's one reason I like this game, is I have a problem-solving mind. And it allows me to solve problems like that in creative ways. Almost done here. See, we're down to just that. Now, if you think about it, the footprint, if you were to take this top part and put it on the ground, each of those spawning platforms is 8 by 8. So 8 there plus 8 there is 16, plus 2 there is 18, plus the side wall plus the other side wall is 20. So this is a 20 by 20 square. That's 400 square blocks. So this is using 400 blocks to fill in this roof. And yes, you want that dark so that mobs will spawn in here. And I'm going to go and get the... after I'm done here, I'll go and get the torches, but I think I'll also go back to the base and get a sword. Actually, what I might do, I might make my first modification. And enclose that area where the killing chamber is. Because for my idea, I'm going to need dirt. So what I want to do, I'm at 260, 245, 260, actually, 260, 244. I got to remember that. 260, 244. And now, I want to put those blocks back there. I want to pick up my torches here. Now, I'm going to need more dirt than this. No, you know what? Oh, yeah, because I've got to go up there, and that was 130 blocks. So, what I want, 260, 244. Negative 260. You know what I can do? Put that there. Negative 260. $245, $244. There we go. So now I know where I need to be. Well, not there. There. Now I'm going to come back here because I need to go back to the base and get some more dirt. Let's see. I'll get 4 stacks of dirt to be on the safe side. And I'm going to need a couple of shovels, I think. And a sword. 4 stacks of dirt, a couple of shovels, and a sword. Four stacks of dirt, a couple of shovels, and a sword. I'm just trying to remind myself so I don't forget. In my old age, sometimes I forget why I'm doing what I'm doing. No sword there. Or no shovel. There's a shovel there. Do I have any shovels in here? No. No shovels. Any shovels? No shovels. Let's get, since I know I've got dirt here, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'm pretty sure I remember taking the last shovel out of there. Let's go. I'm pretty sure I've got shovels down here. A shovel at least. I know I've got 3 chests down here. No, no. Ah, there's another shovel there. And I've got more dirt down here too, so. Alright, now I need, that's what I need. I need swords. Or a sword. I don't remember. Actually, I know where one sword is, but I did all that high up in the air, and I didn't die. Okay. Do I have a sword in here? No swords, but I do have a shovel. I'll take sticks, just in case. Looking down here. No sword. Axes. Axe and a spear. That's got that. All that's got is rails. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just take half a stack of iron. I'll come over here. I'll make 1, 2 swords. Oh, it already filled it up? Well, I can go here and just put my 28 iron back in there. My sticks. Oh. Okay. So I've got pretty much everything I could want. Now what I will do is I will switch out this full shovel for that partially used one, because I don't want to have partially used shovels everywhere. Now, okay, dirt, shovels, swords. You know what? We'll do that. Because it's been a few days since I've slept while I'm working on this, and I will probably want to enclose that area up top. I'm trying to decide how big I want to make it. Maybe I'll make it a big square. Okay. So we'll come back here. This dirt that I marked, well, I'm going to have to put dirt on the top to get myself up. And I'll have to go all the way up. And it won't be, I'm thinking it won't be until the third stack that I'll hit the top. And since I had a partial stack at the beginning, it might be the fourth stack, and I brought the last stack just in case. Now I should be coming up to the side of it. Right here. And there we go. Now, for the torches, what you want to do, and so I don't fall down, that's why I'm crouching, count in 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, diagonally, put a torch. And then come over here, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, diagonally, put a torch. This is what the directions were saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block diagonally, put a torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block diagonally, which should line up with that one there and that one there. Put a torch. Now right in the middle, I'm going to put another torch. Just to cut down the darkness. Now, and then I guess to cut down even more, maybe in every corner, I'll put a torch. Since I've got plenty of torches. Now that this is lit up, I shouldn't have any extra spawning. Now I was looking at this on the way up. This shovel has less durability than that shovel. So then what I'll do is I'll come to the shovels, come to the middle of my dirt block, and I'll just mine up the dirt blocks all the way down. Go to the next shovel. Now we're coming down. I see the boat. So I want to slow down my mining. And that's it. There we go. Now, let's see, we're at 193, so I think I'll go at 175. Now I'll put all this back in here. Put these there. Whoop. No, I want that down one. And then I'll go come down here. I want to get my pickaxe because I want to make the floor where where my modification's going to be. Crouch, open that up, pickaxe. Now I'm going to come back out. Okay. Whoa, going over to the side there. I'm going to come up above. Whoa. And then if I come out, I'm on that. See how I'm at 176? That's why I put the one on the bottom. And I'm at 175. Now I'm going to crouch because I want to complete this landing. 1, 1, 1. We'll come out here. So I know that's where I'm going to put, that's where I'm going to start. Well, you know what I could do? 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. And then I think that would be a little bit more feasible. So what I'll do is I'll complete that landing there, and then maybe I can have this landing as more storage or something. Now what I'll do, come down here, a couple of things I want to do. I've got about another 20 minutes on the stream, so come down here. Did those blocks drop? I didn't hear myself pick them up. Maybe I already got them. All right. So we'll come up here. I want to finish this enclosure and test this out. Because I have not tested this out. No, I don't have a looting sword yet, but I haven't tested out this mob farm. I take JC Plays. Most of his farm, or well, all of his farms so far that I've tried have worked. So I don't doubt this. Now, what I think I want to do. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is 2. You know what? I'm going to go 3, 4, 5. And this is 1, 2. And then I'm going to go 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to fill this in. And then fill this in. Did I... You know, I'm going to fill this in too in the back. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out at that level there. about 2 more? And then I will put a torch back there to light that up. Now, I'm gonna take out the dirt blocks. One, two, three, four. We'll come out here. Come out. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I came with, whoa, that was a lot higher than I wanted it to be. Then I want that there. You know what? Well, no, I want to leave it here. I may, at some time when I've got more glass, I may replace this with glass. But for right now, I just want to make sure that I'm protected from phantoms. Oh, you know what? I guess for right now, I'll come out to here. Do that. Almost, almost here, and then one more, and then I gotta do a ceiling. take these. And fill this in. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to put these up here and move these swords down here because, and I guess, well, oh, I took my, well, I don't have to worry about that. I do want to improve my lighting over here just to be on the safe side. Put a torch there and a torch there. Dark anywhere else? You know what? That was 3 up. There's 3 up. And then what I'm going to do, I am going to, the easiest way to do this, see, I am on peaceful, switch it to hard, and then go out of pause, and we'll wait a little bit. Oh, unbreaking 2 is sharpness 2. Okay, good sword. Now I should have mobs fall down here any time now. Now I want to make sure I'm not looking at the glass, otherwise I'm going to break that glass. So I want to make sure I'm looking back here. And oh, and I got a zombie fall there. Now I did have one fall, and I got rotten flesh from that. Now you can use your fist. You can use your fist to get this. And see, I'm still getting loot. Oh, I got a chainmail helmet. And I got some redstone from that witch that fell. I can't believe it gave me a witch that soon after starting. Now, make sure now that drop is going to make it so that their health is way down. Now I'm going to stay here and kill some more stuff so that I know how many slots I need to make with the sorting system down below. But I've got rotten flesh here, so I got arrows. I'll have a spot at the end for armor because you can't sort armor. I did get, oh, I got sugar. Weird. Now, the ones that are automatically dying, I have a feeling that's because they're coming down from the upper section, the upper spawning section. So, no big deal. I got a carrot. Interesting. Eight gunpowder. That's good. 9 gunpowder. Do I get... Ah! Copper helmet. So, that's that. Oh. That's that. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have some fun getting this stuff. But next week, we're going to make a drown farm. Whoa. Next week, we're going to make a drown farm so that we can start getting tridents. That's a thing that I've been wanting to get. And then I will possibly work. I've never made anything with the trident killer. I may make one of those. I think those are useful for raid farms, which I'd have to go and get a pillager outpost to do that. But I'm going to go and have some fun. Yeah, looks like the clouds are coming in to join the fun too. But yes, I will. I'm thinking I might make something like this. I might put a bed in here and bring some food up here at some point. So I've got that. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get some more loot and get out of here. And keep trying for looting. Looting and unbreaking and respiration are 3 that I really want. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to see you next week. Take it easy. Bye. Oh, I'm stuck in a cloud now.